I'm tired of Tickle Star. I'm tired of him. Next time you come around, ain't getting that off my plate. Peace, Jam McLovey. You been around too long, brother.
Hungry? Star was bored. Really, really bored. He had been sitting on that same bench for what felt like eons, staring at the same scenery. The trees, the sky, the occasional passerby, it was all so mundane. Star sighed deeply, feeling the weight of his boredom pressing down on him like a black hole. He glanced around, hoping for something, anything, to break the monotony. Being a star was usually awesome, shining bright and all. He loved the way he could light up the night sky, bringing joy to stargazers and dreamers. The twinkle in his glow was often the highlight of many a night. But today, even the thought of shining brightly didn't lift his spirits. The usual excitement of being a celestial body just wasn't there, but today, something was missing. Grrr, Star grumbled. His stomach growled louder than a roaring comet. He placed a hand on his belly, feeling the emptiness inside. It was a gnawing sensation, one that couldn't be ignored. He needed something to fill that void, something special. My tummy is rumbling louder than a supernova. He needed snacks, specifically space snacks. Not just any ordinary food would do. He craved the unique flavors that only the cosmos could offer. Galactic gummies, asteroid chips, and nebula nectar, these were the treats that danced in his mind. "That settles it," Star declared. He stood up with newfound determination, his eyes gleaming with purpose. No more sitting around and feeling sorry for himself. It was time to take action. He knew exactly where to go to satisfy his cosmic cravings. I'm going to Cosmos Cosmic Convenience. It was the ultimate destination for any star in need of a snack. The store was legendary, known throughout the galaxy for its vast selection of interstellar treats. From meteor munchies to planetary pastries, Cosmos had it all. It was the best store in the galaxy, stocked with every delicious treat a star could crave. The thought of all those delectable goodies made Star's mouth water. He could almost taste the sweet and savory flavors that awaited him. His excitement grew with each passing moment, but there was just one problem. Cosmos was really far away. The journey would be long and arduous, spanning light years across the galaxy. Star looked at the distant horizon, contemplating the trek ahead. It wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to make it. "Ah, details, details," Star said with a shrug. He wasn't one to be deterred by a little distance. After all, he was a star, a celestial being with the power to traverse the cosmos. He had faced challenges before and come out shining. This would be no different. He was a star, after all. With a confident smile, he looked up at the sky, feeling a surge of energy. The universe was his playground, and he was ready to explore it once more. Nothing could stand in his way when he set his mind to something. He could handle a little space travel. He had done it countless times before, navigating through asteroid fields and dodging black holes. This journey to Cosmos would be just another adventure, another story to tell. He felt a sense of excitement bubbling up inside him. With a burst of energy, Star shot off into the cosmos, his stomach guiding the way. He zoomed through the galaxy, leaving a trail of stardust in his wake. The stars around him twinkled in encouragement, cheering him on. Star felt alive, his boredom forgotten as he embarked on this epic quest for the ultimate space snacks. First problem, escaping his own galaxy. It was surrounded by a swirling vortex of cosmic dust bunnies. "Ugh, Mom never cleans this stuff up," Star muttered. He tried to blast through, but the dust bunnies just tickled. Suddenly a thought struck him. He closed his eyes tight, took a deep breath, and burped. It was the biggest, loudest burp in the history of the universe. The dust bunnies scattered like scared space chickens. "Freedom!" Star cheered, zooming away before they could reform. He needed to get to Cosmos. He was craving cosmic cola and mooncheese puffs. Space travel was so boring, just endless blackness and the occasional asteroid whizzing by. "There's got to be a faster way," Star mumbled. Just then, a giant sparkly comet zoomed past. "Perfect!" he cried, leaping onto its tail. At first, it was a wild, exhilarating ride, but the comet was a little unpredictable. It kept spinning and doing loop-de-loops, leaving Star dizzy and green in the face. "Note to self," he groaned, clinging on for dear life, "never trust a comet with motion sickness." The comet finally spat Star out near Asteroid Alley, a notorious shortcut known for its interesting inhabitants. Asteroids of all shapes and sizes zoomed around, cracking jokes. "Hey, want to hear a joke about space?" One yelled, "Never mind, it's too far out there." Star just rolled his eyes. "Gotta love space humor," he muttered sarcastically. He dodged a flying space wrench, a singing satellite, and a lost sock, don't ask, before finally making it through the chaotic alley. Exhausted, Star spotted a beacon of hope. Gordo's intergalactic gas station. It wasn't Cosmos, but it had vending machines, which meant snacks. He zoomed in, nearly crashing into a spaceship that looked suspiciously like a giant rubber ducky. "Star 1 Cosmic Cola and a bag of Mooncheese Puffs, please," Star told the cashier, a bored-looking black hole with googly eyes. He chugged the cola and munched on the puffs, feeling his energy return. Section 6. Lost in Space, Found by Pirates. In the vast, uncharted expanses of the galaxy, Star found himself drifting aimlessly. The stars twinkled like distant beacons, but none offered a clear path. His spaceship, though advanced, seemed minuscule against the backdrop of the infinite cosmos. The silence of space was both eerie and beautiful, a stark reminder of his solitude, a run-in with the galaxy's goofiest crew. Just when Star thought things couldn't get any stranger, he encountered a ship unlike any other. It was manned by the galaxy's most eccentric crew. Their antics were a bizarre mix of comedy and chaos, making Star question if he was dreaming. They seemed more like a troupe of performers than spacefarers. Re-energized, Star blasted off again. With renewed determination, he set his course, hoping to find a familiar landmark or signal. The engines roared to life, propelling him forward with a burst of energy. The vastness of space stretched out before him, a canvas of endless possibilities, but he'd taken a wrong turn at the nebula and was now hopelessly lost. Star blasted! The nebula's vibrant colors had been mesmerizing, but they had also disoriented him. He cursed his luck, realizing he was further from his destination than ever before. The swirling gases and distant stars offered no clues, only adding to his frustration. "I'll never find Cosmos at this rate." Desperation began to set in. Every direction looked the same, and his instruments were no help. He felt a pang of homesickness, longing for the familiar sights and sounds of Cosmos. The vast emptiness of space was starting to feel like a prison. Suddenly, a spaceship shaped like a giant rubber ducky blocked his path. It was an absurd sight, almost comical in its design. Star couldn't believe his eyes. Who would design a spaceship like that? And more importantly, why was it here, in the middle of nowhere? Weren't those the same space pirates from the gas station? Recognition dawned on him. He had seen these pirates before, during a brief stop at a space gas station. Their ship had been hard to miss, and their antics even harder to forget. They had caused quite a ruckus, drawing attention from everyone around. A hatch opened, and out popped the goofiest-looking group of space pirates Star had ever seen. They were a motley crew, each member more bizarre than the last. Their outfits were a mishmash of traditional pirate garb and futuristic gear, creating a look that was both ridiculous and intimidating. They were led by a gruff-looking asteroid with a feather boa and an eye patch. The leader's appearance was the most outlandish of all. He exuded an air of authority, despite his comical attire. Star couldn't help but wonder what kind of adventures this crew had been on. "Ahoy there, matey! Prepare to be boarded!" The pirate leader's voice boomed through the void, filled with a mix of menace and mirth. Star braced himself, unsure of what to expect next. The adventure had taken an unexpected turn, and he was about to find out just how wild things could get. Section 7. The Cosmic Shortcut Through a Black Hole of Socks. The fearsome pirates invited Star aboard their ship. Turns out, they weren't really pirates, just a bunch of space tourists who thought it would be fun to dress up. "We overheard you're headed to Cosmos, we know a shortcut." He led Star to a swirling vortex of socks. It's a black hole made entirely of lost socks. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Mostly. With a shudder, Star jumped in, bracing himself for the weirdest journey of his life. Section 8. Almost there. The case of the missing parking spot. The sock black hole deposited Star right in front of Cosmos' cosmic convenience. Star, finally! But as he went to land, he realized there was a problem. The parking lot was completely full. Spaceships of every shape and size were crammed in, from sleek rockets to a vehicle that looked suspiciously like a giant banana. Star circled around and around, growing more impatient by the minute. He needed his space snacks. Section 9. To Infinity and the Snack Aisle. Just when Star was about to give up, he spotted it, a tiny parking space right next to the trash compactor. It was almost as if the universe had conspired to give him this one last chance. The parking lot was dimly lit, and the smell from the trash compactor was less than pleasant, but Star was determined. He had come too far to turn back now. It wasn't glamorous, but it would do. Star had been on a long journey, traversing through the galaxy, hopping from one planet to another, all in search of the perfect snacks. His spaceship was low on fuel, and his stomach was growling louder than a black hole. This parking spot, unimpressive as it was, felt like a beacon of hope. He squeezed his star-shaped self into the spot, ignoring the smell, and rushed into Cosmos. The convenience store was a haven for intergalactic travelers like him. Shelves lined with colorful packets of snacks, each promising a taste of the cosmos. Star's eyes sparkled as he navigated through the aisles, grabbing everything that caught his fancy. He emerged a while later, pushing a shopping cart overflowing with cosmic cola, moon cheese puffs, nebula nuggets, and every other space snack imaginable. His cart was so full that it looked like it might tip over at any moment. But Star didn't care. He had found his treasure trove, and every other space snack imaginable. Star mission accomplished. He felt a sense of triumph as he wheeled his cart towards his spaceship. The journey had been long and arduous, but the reward was worth every light year traveled. He couldn't wait to get back to his ship and indulge in his cosmic feast. His journey might have been crazy, but hey, that's just a normal day for a star with an appetite for adventure and snacks. As he loaded his spaceship with the goodies, he couldn't help but smile. The universe was vast and full of mysteries, but sometimes the greatest adventures were found in the most unexpected places. And for Star, this was just the beginning of many more snack-filled escapades.